Now then, Twitch, I'm the Toffman and welcome back to some more Thaumcraft and Botania Unite. We're on episode number 9 today, and I've been busy. I have actually been busy, guys. I've done a little bit of work in between episodes. You can see here, I've actually brought all of my crystals over from yonder place, over there, and I've brought them over here. I've also brought my my research table closer to the golem press here because you can actually use this as like a thing that you can use for research, which is absolutely fantastic because it's allowed us to do a little bit more with the Thaumonomicon. I'm getting a little bit of lag actually, guys. It seems to have gone. Good, it's gone. I want to go through what I have done before we continue on with today's episode. In today's episode, we will be making, and I 100% guarantee this, we will be making that spawner setup with the cows and a golem that will be killing those cows, and we will finally have a decent mana farm. Yes, I'm really looking forward to this, guys. It has been at least 9 episodes in the making. This is what we've been doing since the start of this series, practically, getting a decent mana farm. So let's have a look, see what we've been doing in the Thaumonomicon. Oh, by the way, I didn't realise Thaumic Bases and Periphery are both actually in the top right-hand side here. We'll get more into this going forwards, but as you can see, look at this. I've got a load of Thaumic Bases stuff I've never even seen before. There's Periphery as well, which we will get into this. I've not begun the research yet, and I've same with that. I've not begun that. I've not got involved with that at all. Interestingly, Power Gold, what is this? Rainbow Cactus? Awesome Plants? I have no idea what these are, guys, but we'll probably get into that at some point soon. I want to go to the Golemancy tab. As you can see, I've unlocked quite a bit in the Golemancy tab. I still haven't done that, actually. I need to examine Thaumium. Have I got any on me? Where's my... I swear I had... Oh, it might have used it in a recipe. Interestingly enough, it uses some of the items, but doesn't use other items. It's really, really strange when you're doing your research. I have no idea what it means. But anyways, we've unlocked this whole other line here. This is the Butcher, and the way that we unlocked this is we had to do Arcane Infusion. We had to actually unlock this and the ability to get the Infusion. The reason why we had to unlock that is because the control seal for Butcher actually requires Infusion Recipe. Which is really annoying. It doesn't actually require quite a lot of things, so we could quite easily get this stuff all together. The only thing is we need a rabbit hide. Now I do believe I have slapped a rabbit or two in my time. Let us just go over to the home here and sleep. I've moved the home waypoint, by the way, so we don't have to like, you know, run from the mines practically into the house to be able to do this. Let me just have a quick look. I'm just having a drink there, guys. I do apologise. Let's just have a quick look through my chests right here. Otherwise, we may have to go out and slap a rabbit or two. I could swear that I did, but it might have been in my Foolcraft series, which if you haven't seen it by now, guys, go ahead and check that out. Yeah, there's no recipe for that. That's a shame. That is really annoying. Is there any way of spawning a rabbit? No. There's cooked rabbit, raw rabbit nuggets. I could swear I had one. Look, raw rabbit. I've definitely got one kicking around somewhere, guys. I have the raw rabbit. There must be a thing somewhere. I'm probably just not looking properly. But if there's raw rabbit here, there must be a skin. Either that or... Let me just have a quick look. Oh, I'm inside. It's not going to do it properly. Let me just have a look on here. Didn't I find a desert? Look at the state of that. Found a village. Yes, the desert. So you can find rabbits in the desert, which is pretty good. So what we're planning on doing today, guys, is setting up the Infusion Setup, which is right here. It's basically some arcane blocks, and then this runic matrix, which I did actually craft as part of that thing. I've got it right there, so we've just got to do arcane stone for that, and some more bits and bobs. The more arcane stone to do the tables and such. So we're pretty much there on that one. We then, of course, have to get my golem back. I still haven't, and I'm going to do this in, I'm going to create the items. I'm going to get creative the items in, because when I was testing it, I accidentally set fire to my golem, so I do want that golem back. Then again, I might go for a Thaumium golem, so I might just do the whole thing over again, but I don't think I will, actually. I think we'll go with a normal wooden golem. It may be that the wooden golem isn't fast enough and not killing the cows fast enough to be able to do this. If that is the case, then of course I'm going to need another golem anyway, but I will create that on camera. So you've got the biothermic mines. Golems start at rank 0 and can improve up to rank 10, which is interesting. Golems will retain their rank if picked up. I haven't looked into what that actually is there, but the control seal for Butcher is something we need to do. Look, the Butcher seal works much like the Guard seal, except it only targets adult animals. Furthermore, it will always make sure that at least one breeding pair of the animals remain alive. So it means within its range, of course, that two cows will always be alive, so to speak. Which is good if you want to automate that sort of process, but we're not particularly bothered whether or not the two animals do get killed. I'm wondering if my control seal is still actually down there. It might be, actually. I don't think I've got rid of it. If that is the case, guys, I will go ahead and delete that from the world and not use it. But first and foremost, then, let's look straight into the episode, and let's go ahead and start making this Infusion Altar. And I'm going to need some arcane stone. I'm going to need some arcane pedestals as well, so that I can go ahead and craft this. Once I've crafted all these bits and bobs, I will come back, guys, and we'll set our stuff up in the Thaumcraft Base over the other side of the plains there. And here we are back at the Golem Press, guys. I have gone ahead and actually created a clay one. It means it's fireproof and I don't have to worry about it setting on fire, just in case a mob does somehow get into the area of which these can spawn. So I've made it fireproof. I've also put the aggression module on. I have put as well fine manipulators on, which means of course it drops experience. That's something else we can actually create mana from, and we'll get to that in a second. However, it is fragile, so I've got to be very, very careful with this particular thing. So I very much doubt that this golem is going to get attacked. I also made it, like I said, I made it out of clay, so that means 3 terracotta. So what I've done, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and smelt some clay up into terracotta, and then I'm just going to go ahead and bin that, because that's the only extra cost. Looking at all of these little bits in here, that's the only extra cost of making the clay golem. The extra cost for the fine manipulators came in Machina, so that was not to worry. There was nothing to worry about with that one. So let's go ahead and make this one. And we have our golem, which is going to be amazing. So it's fireproof, fragile, fighter, deft, and of course, it's wheeled. I cannot wait to get this little guy down so that he can start killing stuff. But, of course, we need the butcher thing first. So it's about time that I got some stuff together to craft this infusion altar. Alright guys, I have cleared an area for this Infusion Altar to go down. Let's take a look at how we go ahead and craft this. So it's very similar, in fact it's exactly the same as what it used to be like. I've made some arcane pedestals, as you can see. It requires no extra Vs crystals, so we don't have to worry about that either. And this is the mystical construct, so it tells you what you need here. You need 8 arcane stone, 1 arcane pedestal, and 1 runic matrix. We've got that. If we press play on this little thing, you can see the bottom layer is very simple, and that is, oops, I've put caps lock on, guys, hang on a second, there we go. In the bottom layer, let's just think about this, because it's going to be something that looks a little bit like that. Now we need to make sure that we've got the room around it to be able to put our pedestals, which we do, so that's good. Let's put the arcane pedestal down just there. Now I've got 8 extra ones because, of course, we need somewhere to put our items. So let me just go ahead and stick the runic matrix there. And of course we don't need these ones. That is all set up. Now the only issue that we need, guys, is we need... I had 2 spare ones in my inventory anyway. We need a few of these. We also need to teleport home real quick. Where did I put them? There they are. Whoops, wrong one. Let's stick them on there. So we need them. We also need a piece of flint. Did I take all my flint out? I think I did, didn't I? Remember, I used all my flint. I need a bowl. And I'm hoping that there is a piece of flint kicking around somewhere. If not, then of course I'm just going to grab my gravel back out. And grab myself a piece of flint. I'll be right back. There we are, guys. A couple of pieces, well, one stone shovel, a couple of pieces of gravel later I've got a flint, which actually took a lot less time than what it usually does, so I'm quite happy about that. With that then, we can go ahead and craft ourselves the Salis Mundus we need to go ahead and make that a thing. Now where did I put my bowls? I think I only had the one bowl left, didn't I, which goes in there, so we'll put that in, put the flint into there. And I think that will do it. So, let's go back to the Thaumcraft Base, and let's go ahead and sprinkle some Salis Mundus on that. Look at that beauty. Beautiful. That's what I like to see, guys. Absolutely amazing. With that now, we can go ahead and put arcane pedestals around it. Now, I'm wondering if it actually shows you. Infusion crafting is not without risks. The entire process involves forcing vast energies into a single object. Unpredictable things can tend to happen. One of the fusion objects gets knocked off a pedestal or flux gets generated, but more catastrophic events are not unheard of. The longer crafting continues due to unresolved problems like lack of vis or dropped items, the greater the chance of something bad happening. These effects can be reduced by various means. Firstly, you wish to keep the entire fusion structure as symmetrical as possible. Take careful note of where you place pedestals and make sure they are balanced with other pedestals on the opposite side of the altar. When placing fusion items into them, you may wish to keep them balanced as well. Lastly, you can place occult paraphernalia around the altar in symmetrical formations, things like candles, skulls, etc. These will have the effect of reducing instability. Now, luckily for me, the actual thing that I want to create has a negligible instability, so it should be absolutely fine. We shouldn't have to worry about it too much. We've got raw beef, we've got raw mutton, we'll have raw pork chop as well. The only thing we're missing is the rabbit hide. We also need the control seal, which is a blank seal. Oh, it's a pain, but we'll sort that out. So, looking at this, guys, we want to keep it symmetrical. And I can't remember how far these guys have to be away from the altar. Place several where you place the blocks and items you wish to infuse the target. Lastly, you will need warded jars of essentia. Yes, I do know that. The central pedestal located on the matrix is where the item you wish to infuse goes. I don't think it really matters how far away you place these. It's been infused into during the first stage of the crafting. Essential will be right. So how do you actually, once all this is gathered, you can click on the runic matrix with a casting tool to start the crafting process. Okay, because it used to be the wand, of course, but that's changed. It doesn't say, where to place these things. So I'm just going to go ahead and place them 3 away, I do believe. Is that it? 2 space and then that. That is symmetrical, right? The only thing is the issue comes when we're doing 6 of these. So because that's what we're going to be doing first. So let's just wiggle this around a little bit. So it's going to be something like. Will it be something like that? I think it would be, wouldn't it? They're in the wrong place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, we're doing 6 of them, so 1, 2, 3. I think they're a bit close. Is that right? Yeah, it's sort of like diagonally but one in, so it'd be there. Well, let me sort this out, guys. You don't want to see me place this goddamn thing and see where I'm doing it wrong. Hopefully this won't take long. I say that, they're a pain in the backside to kill these things. Look, stop it. Stop this nonsense. Yes, there we go. We've actually got a rabbit hide first time. Oh, thank God for that. It's time to make some magic tallow, which should be pretty easy now. Let's go ahead and craft it. Why is it asking for instrumentum? Can you craft, please? I have Ignis, it's going into it for the back here. But it's still wanting to do that for some strange, utter reason. Oh. Oh, I had to unselect it, guys. It was selected, I had to unselect it. That seems a bit, I don't know, counterintuitive. But whatever, we've managed to do that. So, we've got the magic tallow, we need rose red, and we need some night ore. Now, night ore's actually... Where's the normal night ore when it's at home? Night ore. Is it white night ore? Or is it... What the hell is normal night ore? Lime. Is it red? Like, how do you craft normal night ore? It doesn't actually show us, guys. Which is nice, of course. I thought yellow night ore was the... Oh no, it is, it's there, look. So glowstone, along with that sort of stuff. What I'm doing here, guys, is, you know, breaking down different items into exactly what I need. Right, we've got some looks going ahead here. I made some more jars as well, just to make life easier on me. That's looks now coming through. So we've got we're getting a nice little selection of different bits and bobs, which we, of course, need for the night ore, but we do need for... the actual control seal itself, don't forget, and we also need for the butcher's seal. So if you place these around there, it will get gradually dragged into the runic matrix as long as you place it near it. So that is exactly what I'm doing right here, guys. It's just waiting and melting down these different aspects into their component parts so that I have a good amount of different bits and bobs to use when I'm infusing or when I'm doing that, or so on and so forth, guys. So, yeah, I'll be doing that for a little while. I'll be going ahead and making some night ore so that I can make the control seal. I'll come back, actually, when I'm ready to make the butcher's seal. Alright, which should be almost there now. Let's go ahead and put these chops, and then the wool, the beef, the mutton. I had another spare one of them. And, of course, the control guard seal. Whoops. Can I get that back up, please? Oh, come off it. How do I get that up? It's not where I was meant to put that. God damn it! Give me that back. How do I get that one back up? Apparently using one of these will probably help me out here. God, this is taking 17 years, guys. Okay, so... Ooh, why is that there? Oh, of course, because the seal. Beautiful. Right, we should be able to shift and right click that on there. So that is now done. That recipe is complete. Now, it did say something about using something, like a crafting something or other. Casting tool, that's the one. Let's have a look, see what a casting... Or was it a crafting tool? Was it a crafting tool? Crafting tables? Cooking tip. What the heck? Lastly, you need water jars. I've got them around. Let's just take a quick gander at what we do have around here. So we're after the butcher one, of course. We need 10 bestia, 10 humanus, and 10 census. In fact, I don't think I've got the humanus. I've got the census somewhere. Is that it? Oh, that's alchemy. There's the census. I've got 42 census there. I've got the bestia there. But I don't think I've got any humanus. That's lux, not humanus. Well, that was a good start. It's a good job we didn't actually start that. But let's have a quick gander at what we've got to use to actually craft this thing. Once all is gathered, you can click on the runic matrix with a casting tool to start the crafting process. With a casting tool. Not a crafting tool, a casting. There isn't one. What do you mean a casting tool? Alright guys, I found some Humanus. There was actually a couple of zombie heads kicking around, and zombie heads do have Humanus in, thank God, because there's not that amount of deal that you can get Humanus from. You can get these from tobacco seeds, but you need Humanus to make Humanus. But now that we've got some Humanus, we should have some spare to be able to actually do that. So, that being said, let's get these all around here. So that's there, and that's there. How much of that have we got? We've got 29 Humanus inside there. So let's take a quick look once again, just to make double sure that we're not going to mess this up. So 10, 10, and 10. We've definitely got that now. The control seal guard, everything's in there. And, guys, the caster's gauntlet, this thing right here, is what we use to right click on that. It's negligible, so we shouldn't see any disappearance of items, but we will stand here. Hopefully. Is it going to craft? There we go. I've got to double click it. But we'll keep an eye on everything, make sure that nothing pops off the altars, and if it does, then we'll pop it back on. But it does seem to be working quite nicely at the moment. Nothing is happening, no instability. Negligible, don't forget. That is beautiful. And we have our control seal for a butcher. Guys, this is where it starts right now. This is where it starts right now. I cannot tell you. Oh, I actually forgot about that one. Control guard seal. We'll get rid of that in a second. But the control seal for the butcher, I think we can slap it there, and you can see what sort of range it has, which is really annoying because these guys actually do you know, I think there was something within within Thaumcraft, I don't know if it was in Artifice actually, that would stop mobs from going outside the blocks. I can't remember what it was called. But we need some way of keeping those guys in. Because otherwise, oh, we really need that advanced Essentia transport, because that means we can have a full-on setup in a base somewhere and have the this. Oh, I can actually do it. Lovely. That'll get me the filling Essentia. I don't know what they do, but we'll get to that in a second, guys, because first and foremost, we've pretty much done it. I would like to get a little bit more range. Is that something that you can do with seals? I don't think it is. That is really annoying. We need something to pull these cows in to into the centre, into the killing zone, shall we say. Let's just put the golem down and see what happens first. So, you are going to be placed onto there. You should then, if I go ahead and push this cow in towards you, start attacking the cow. No. Why? Is it because you're not fully ready yet? Give me you back. What have you? Fireproof fighter. Okay, wield. Are you not going to kill these cows? Does it? It needs 2 of them, doesn't it? Sorry, it needs 3 of them to be within the area. Oh, God's sake. Let me get this sorted, guys. Alright, I found the problem, guys. We need a golem that is capable of fighting and is smart, which is a pain. Yes, that is a pain. I also managed to do the area out. I didn't realise that you could do this. If you right-click with the golem and says bell, you get a load of different options here. You can get priorities, you can do coloured golems, you can do redstone signals, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty decent, guys. However, this guy is not enough. This guy is not enough. Now, I'm wondering if... I need to get rid of that. I'm wondering if I can put my golem back into here and improve him. It doesn't look like I can. Oh, that's so annoying. So we've got the aggression module there. We needed a smart head on him. So that is what the issue was, guys. God damn it. What I might do is I think it was just at the cost of... Oh, it needs a biothermic mind. God damn. Biothermic mind, which is a complex... Oh, it's a moderate instability, guys. Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting. The complex arcane mechanism, a zombie brain, a clockwork mind, 50 cognitio, 25 machina. It's not easy to craft a biothermic mind, guys. God damn this game. Just when you think you're getting close, guys, and you can do something with your existence, it takes it away. So we've got to start thinking about stuff that we can place around this to stop it from going crazy and start knocking stuff off the thing. So we need, what was it, a complex arcane mechanism, which is a simple one with pistons and 2 thermic plates. We can actually craft one of them right now. We can get a clockwork mine pretty easy as well. And then the zombie brain, we've got a few of them back at home. So we just need the cognitio, which... I'm going to say, I'm sure we can get from books. Books actually have a lot of different stuff in it. We'd like one. Oh, we might have a few of them back at base. I don't think we have. I think we unlocked that. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Tobacco seeds. Those things, honestly, guys, they're used for everything. French fries have a mind in them. That's pretty good. Paper's a good one as well. Anyways, let's go back home to sleep. And what we'll do, guys, is I will grab my bits and bobs that I need to be able to go ahead and craft the biothermic mind, so that we've got our golem that can actually deal with this. And hopefully, eventually, we will have the ability, guys, of creating mana. I said we'd do it in this episode, and we will get that done. Alright, let's try and get this done before the sun goes down, guys. The biothermic mind only requires 3 items. That's the clockwork mind in the middle. So let's make sure that that is put into there. And then you've got the complex arcane mechanism, which was this crafting, and of course the zombie brain. So the zombie brain and the simple, and the complex one. We have everything available for crafting. We just need to make sure I've got a load of candles around it. I'm hoping, against hope really, that this is not going to go completely and utterly wrong. It would be nice. If it destroys that, I'm going to go mental. I'm hoping that this is enough. There's a couple of skeleton skulls as well at the end there that I've managed to collect over my time. Ouch, that hurt. Knock my zombie brain off. No! Here, just take it. Oh my lord. I think we managed to do it there. Just managed to do it. Let's get rid of this really quickly. This flux goo. Oh, it completely took out some of my candles here, guys. We don't want this spreading, so let's take that off. Lovely. Okay, I don't think I've actually got them on that side. I think they came from here, here, and here. Okay, I think we just managed to do it there. Oh, thank God for that. It did whack off my zombie brain there, but we do have the biothermic mind. It's actually time to go to sleep, guys. Let's go home really quickly. Oh, thank God for that. It took me so long to get that stuff. So I'm quite happy about that. So, let's go ahead to the Thaumcraft Base. We need the machina. Thank you. We need the machina. Let's slap that under here. And then we should have everything needed. So we've got the smart, we've got the fighter. It's deft, so it can get the experience from it as well. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. There it is. So we need to put that one away. Rank 0. That's interesting. It did say something about ranks and what have you. But I'm not particularly bothered about that at the moment. I just really, really want this to work. It's taken so long. Oh, guys. Here we go. Come on, then. Do your stuff. Beautiful. It's not very fast. It is not very fast, but there's the experience. The experience is getting dropped. He's killing the things. Am I getting any drops from it though? Yes, I am. Okay. So this makes things interesting here, guys. We've got the leather going into here automatically anyway. But let's go ahead. While he is, you know, blasting away at these guys, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves another item frame with some raw beef. I do have a spare item frame kicking around. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on my travels around the place. Or did I use it actually on one of the things? I might have used it. Not to worry. Can we make sticks out of great wood? I think we can, right? Get off. Yep, we can. Okay. With that in mind, let's create 8 of those. We've certainly got enough leather to last an absolute arm and a leg. Lifetime, guys. The sticks all the way around the leather, and we should have... I need some of that actually on me. I just ran out of food not so long back. Raw beef, there we go. So it's pretty much using the same setup as what we had last time. In the fact that I'm hoping... Well, actually... We want to try to cut the... So we could put that there, like that, and raw beef will go into there. Eventually. What we could use, actually, is the redstone-controlled spawner, because then we could have it set on a timer to, you know, have so many things spawn, and then it give it enough time then to be able to kill all that sort of stuff. We could use that. We could have that to our advantage, hopefully. But with that in mind, have we got a floating hopper hock kicking around anywhere? Don't know if we do. Did I put it into there? I think I did, didn't I? I'm just going to nick this one for the start. This should be creating... It's not a lot of sugarcane it's got for me at the moment. Let's use the floating hopper hock and see just if it manages to, without the use of mana obviously, if it manages to pick everything up. Yes, it does. Beautiful. This experience can be picked up with a flower. I'm hoping it can... We need some way of getting the experience into one place though. So there's the raw beef. There's the open crate, of course. We need to get down to this little space right here and set up what we set up last time. Right, you ain't going anywhere, cows, so don't even think about it. Let's grab ourselves the Gomarillis. And let us grab ourselves... Can I grab this with my hand? I can. Let's grab one of these mana spreaders. And then hopefully we can aim it into this thing. We shall see. I need my botanical stuffs. Now, where did I put it? This really needs sorting, guys. But once we've got so much mana coming in, which is what I'm hoping this system is going to give us, once we've got that, life will be so much easier. So let's pop into... we need an actual hopper, don't we? We need the ability... are we just going to use that? That might be the best idea. Might be the best option, guys. Just get one hopper. One single hopper on the underside of that, with the open crate dropping straight down into the hole. Or at least where it can grab the stuff from. Have I got a hopper? I should have some. Or I might have used it in my infusions, actually. Oh no, I do have one. There we go. I've got 3. How awesome is that? So what I'm going to try to do with this one, guys, is just pick this up. It needs an axe, but it's fine. It'll work, nonetheless. And we are going to get a hopper on the underside of this. It's then going to go into an open crate, like that. And then they're going to drop down. But what the plan is that we're going to put this down here. I think it's coming through too quickly, but I'm not too fussed about that. Because, of course, we've got so much of this stuff. It's crazy. We need... is that going to be enough right there? Let me just go ahead and test this. It's not getting eaten there. Okay. I thought it would have done. No cows are going to go under there. The issue is, I'm hoping that this golem can actually jump out of there. I'm pretty sure that they can. So what we'll do is we'll stick the gourmet just down there, and we will hide our thing. This thing right here, the mana spreader. That's the one. Right, is that? Why is it? It says it's not attached to one, but if we put this... Oh, hang on a minute. We'll put that down now. It should be able to... Yep, it's attached to that, which is good. So what we would like to do with this is... Well, we'll bind it there. And we'll bind it to that. And we'll see whether or not if that works. I'm not sure if it will, because it's going through blocks and stuff. I suppose the best way of finding out... It's full and it's just not moving, guys. Okay, we're going to go and grab our... God damn it. We're going to go and grab our shovel, and we're going to make a little bit of a gap. In fact, we might need to borrow. I'll borrow this as well. No. Yes. No. I might need to make another one. Where's my shovel? Shovel? Hello? Oh my god, I've got some Vase crystals in there. Where did they come from? Shovel. There it is. I've got the shovel. Have we got any spare? We've got some open crates. We've got some living wood planks. Oh, mana spreader. There we go. We have got a spare mana spreader kicking around. That's exactly what I want to see. Because this is going to go under here. Much like this. Okay? And then we're going to get our way slowly, very, very slowly and surely, towards where this thing is going to be. It should. It's this way. Okay. Let's put that back on there. So, this, we are going to drop this down a little bit further. I'm going to keep that the way that it was, so that on there, with the gourmet release on the top, that should then fall into there, no problems. We'll put the mana spreader under here, and we will cover all of this back up. Give this a little bit of space here. So we want a nice straight shot to where our other mana spreader is going to be, which is right here, because that is going to then bind to that mana spreader. This is going to bind to that mana spreader. I think that has a nice straight shot to it. Does it? No, it hits that block. Okay. Well, it doesn't hit these blocks, so we're pretty fine on making sure that this is nicely... Right, that one it does. that one might get in the way. Yeah, smacking that block. It's just a little bit strange. It's a little bit weird. But we're going to keep it... I'm going to keep this lit up anyway, because I don't want things spawning down here, so we'll be fine on that front. Let's go ahead and slap all of the stuff onto here. Now that should then... Yes. Go all the way into here. Now, one last thing that we do need to do. Just place a torch over there. Get out of here. It would be nice. Oh, it's night time, guys. It's night time. Run! We don't want to get caught short here. One last thing that we need to do is replace that Amaryllis. Then we should be cooking with gas. There's the soul cage. There's a skeleton, which of course we don't want to die. So we'll pop into here. We just need to replace this Amaryllis. Lovely. It is on that one. So we'll place you there. We'll place you there. And then guys, we should see this system now start to work. It doesn't seem to be doing anything at this moment in time. This little guy, there he is. He's off now. He's starting to kill things. He's very slow. He is extremely slow at killing things. We might need 3 or 4 or 5 golems in here just to be able to keep up with the amount of cows that we will be spawning. This is craziness. I'm going to spawn a load of it. I do apologise, guys. My voice has gone all funny. We are going to spawn a load of them and then just pick this thing back up. I think that might be the easiest option. Right, why are you just stood there not doing anything? Come on. The experience we will collect that with a flower. The experience as well later on down the line. Right, give us that. Let me go ahead and get out of the way and let this guy do his stuff. So we should now be seeing... I think he's a bit confused, bless him. He's got so many cows around him, he just doesn't know which one to go for next. It's very slow. It is very slow. I'm not sure. This is a passive mana farm, of course, so it is actually getting its stuff there, so we should be able to see if we go down here. There we go, look. You can see it now. It's going into there, going into there, going into there. And it's actually creating mana for us, which is exactly what we want to see. That is good. In fact, we can fill that one in as well. It's working at a steady rate, so it seems. The only issue we are having now... At a very steady rate. But it is passive, so we cannot complain. Well, I can complain, but no bugger's going to listen, guys. So, with that now in mind, our only problem is spawning these things. And what to do about spawning these things. So, what I could do, guys, is place this down, have a soul cage, you know, this soul shard, and just keep whacking away at the soul shard and making sure that I get more and more kills inside it and get it to the highest tier so that I can go ahead and have it with a redstone signal and then have it on a timer set to, I don't know, maybe every 10 minutes or something like that. And it'd be like a I don't know what you call it, like a flip-flop thing, whereas it turns itself on for 10 minutes, then turns itself off for 10 minutes, then turns itself on for 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I don't really know what kind of thing that they call that, but that's what we're probably most likely going to want to do, because this little golem, wherever he is at the moment, is probably in that lot there, is just not keeping up with the amount of the other thing is that we could create more of these golems, but that biothermic mine just took me so long, guys. It's absolutely crazy. We are making passive mana. That's the biggest thing. We can also utilize some of these experience orbs, but we're making passive mana. I think what we want to do at this moment in time, it's not enough mana for me. It's not quick enough because we would need to. We need to. I want an orchid first and foremost. I really want an orchid, but to do that, we're going to need to get the portal up and running. This is simply not enough mana. This is not enough mana creation to be able to open the portal to Alfheim. So that's the other issue that we're facing at the moment. But this is enough mana for me to start just crafting things on and off what I want to craft. But we really need to come up with a better way of making more mana, making it faster, making it amazing mana farm. And I think what we're going to do is we will take I'm going to take a little bit of time doing it between this episode and next episode. I'm going to take a little bit of time just to study what other people are doing out there, not to copy them, but just to see how they are creating mana. Now that we've got enough mana, we might be able to get the portal open long enough to be able to create myself a decent tree farm, which will actually work, guys. The one that I know will work because I've created this many times. To do that, we need pixie dust, of course. Pixie dust is the mana pearl in the thingy. So there is that. To do that, though, we're probably going to have to go to the end because we need ender pearls. And using the systems that we've got currently, I want to get one of these spawners, but an ender pearl spawner. Well, not an ender pearl spawner, but an enderman spawner, so that we can go ahead and kill those endermen. That is one thing that I do want to do, and that is one thing that I will be doing in this series, is an enderman spawner, because ender pearls are just so... Well, they're not very easy to come across. Let's have a look, guys. Ender pearls, as you can see, mana infusion with the gas tier. And that's literally all you can get them from, or drops from a thingy. So I'm just a little bit deflated, I suppose, with this mana farm that we've got going on here. I thought it would have been a lot quicker. I thought this guy would have been killing things a lot quicker than what it currently is, which is a problem. We could, like it says, cook these up and then drop them, but the thing is, we're at the issue there. We're at the point that we would have to use the exaflame, and it would use more mana than it's creating. At least this way, it's creating 100% profit out of mana. Anything that gets, chewed up down there is not being used up as mana somewhere else, because that's not taking mana, and nothing else around it is taking mana. So we're just creating mana from what raw beef that we do have. So at least that's something. We can use this mana to create different bits and bobs within Botania that we need to make bigger and better mana farms, and that is... that's just something that we're going to have to deal with then, guys. But that we've come to the end of the episode today, I'm afraid. I spent so long making that biothermic mind that really I just don't have any time. I literally do not have enough time left now, so... Which is a shame. I was hoping to get an amazing mana farm. I was honestly hoping to get an amazing mana farm, but unfortunately, it's just... I'm a bit deflated. Let me know, guys, in the comments section of the YouTube video, if you're watching on YouTube. Give me some ideas. Give me some ideas of what you think I should go ahead and start creating. I do read my comments before I get to the next episode, so please do keep that in mind. And yeah, just give me some comments, guys. And for those of you guys who are in chat on Thursday, I should be around this Thursday, but England are playing on Wednesday, so I might be a bit bleh, let's just say, because I will be going out for that game, so it'll be a good game. Hopefully we can win that one, but Croatia are a decent side. Anyways, that's another thing for another time. Until next time, guys, I thank you very much for coming. As always, I've been the Tough Man. Stay safe.